Hi, welcome to the Offsides podcast. Today is the drunk episode.
Wait, I don't have alcohol
and
on me.
that's right. We're doing this live from John's bedroom.
I'm not even in my bedroom, to be honest. But sure, we'll go with that. I'm not even drinking.
This week, a buddy of ours came down to visit John, so we're doing this one together. No through the computers, no through the screens. We're here to fight it out in person.
And make our picks, because now also I get to rub it in your face, that I'm 2 games ahead.
Yeah, well, we're in week 3 going into week 4, so
If there is going to be weeks after this.
yeah.
Oh, by the way, there's Matt here. What's up, Matt?
What's up?
Oh yeah, by the way, we do have Matt here, our special guest, our
they've
special
met
buddy.
They've met Steven, now there's Matt. There's
Yep,
another Matt.
there's Annie.
Oh, they met Amy. I forgot that they met Annie.
Yep. So we've got the whole crew going on here, but no, today we've got Matt. We're doing week 4 picks.
Probably already a wild week 4.
Yeah.
We're not doing
was that
Thursday.
2?
We missed Thursday night.
We did miss Thursday. I think we all would have agreed that the Broncos were gonna win. Sorry, John.
I'm gonna put this. I'm not gonna put it up here. It's too much to search up. Basically, when Sam Darnold scored that touchdown, I swear we're going to the Super Bowl. I swear. But, okay, that's my.
There's someone in this group that may or may not have likened him to Lamar Jackson. Not saying it's me, but it might have been me. It was me. That was a nice touchdown.
That is my favorite tweet now ever.
Yep. This is gonna be pinned on John's Twitter forever.
Oh my god. Okay. I don't even have the order of picks we're doing right now. I completely am unprepared. I know I have the images set up. What's week 1? It's Jags Bengals. Jags Bengals game 1. I took the Jags, you took the Bengals. I'm taking Jags because I still don't like the Bengals O-line. Yes, they tied. I don't like the Bengals O-line. Jags are at least still decent. They got DJ Chark, most likely.
The Jags have had some injuries, and they haven't won games yet, but I do think Cincinnati's looking good.
They are.
They look like they're ready to turn that corner at any time now. I think this is the week. I like what I'm seeing from that offense. The defense is atrocious.
It's just all a mess.
The line isn't the greatest, but they have some weapons.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this time, Jacksonville's coming off an ugly loss for Miami. I can't say that they're gonna turn it around yet, but
they have Dave Chark back. Chark isn't gonna be able to play that game.
I don't think that makes them enough of a difference. This is gonna be a barn burner.
It gives Jags a receiver. It gives Minshew a receiver. Right now, Match Predictor does have Bengals 61% favorites. I mean,
this is a barn burner. I think you're gonna see both teams score 30 points plus. This is gonna be Cincinnati Cleveland, part 2.
Yeah.
In a sense.
Team rankings. They're literally next to each other in team rankings.
Yeah.
Like empowering rankings.
Yeah.
Matt, you got anything to say? Matt, who would you take? Who would you take in this?
I would take Cincy in this one, just kind of off my gut, but no strong opinions either way. Both teams have been struggling out the gate.
Oh man, we also have the Georgia-Auburn game going on in the background because we're idiots and we planned this at a very terrible time. All right, but next game. Okay, so next game, Browns, Cowboys. I took Cowboys, you took Browns. I just think Cowboys are the better team. Browns are still. I like Baker Mayfield. Offense is good, but they beat only the Bengals and the Redskins, or the football team. There we go. Always gonna say that. Cowboys by 20.
You know my thoughts.
Yep.
On the Browns, I drink that Baker Mayfield Kool-Aid like no other. That Dallas secondary has struggled, and Baker hasn't put up good numbers, but I do think that he's not quite on the hot seat, but he's nearing there, in order to be that quarterback of the future. And if he pulls off a big win here, I think this is kind of solidifies his spot. I think you're going to see a big game from them, and I think OBJ is going to come alive. I'm predicting here, my big prediction, 150 yards plus.
Prediction of the week?
Yeah. OBJ, 150 plus receiving yards for the week.
I will say, going back to last week, I called it for most of the games being basically blowouts in a sense where most games, I called last week, most games are going to be blowouts by hell. Yes, They weren't blowouts by score. They were blowouts by games.
Yep.
Chiefs, dominant. Packers were dominant. Seahawks were dominant. All the ones I called, except for Cardinals. Cardinals I got wrong. I think I put...
Yeah, that's that you said. And We both said that the Lions were going to get blown up by the Cardinals.
Yeah, and we somehow got that wrong.
And guess what? Matt Patricia's now 3-0 in week 3.
So
That's a stat. Yes. Shout out to Matt Patricia for being 3-0 in week 3.
Patricia has that. Gase is 0-7 against winless teams.
Yeah.
So. All right. Next one is Saints Lions. Now we're again going against the Lions this week, and we're both taking Saints. But we learned basically that Saints only run Kamara right now. Kamara's the only guy on that Saints offense without Michael Thomas.
A lot of injuries. So here's the thing. Here's what I've learned. The first 2 weeks, Lions are a lot of hype, a lot of, week 1, it's, we got unlucky, whatever. Week 2, it's just, okay, like, we're going to win, whatever. They get beat.
Mm-hmm.
Week 3, down on the Lions. They
Yep.
go ahead, they win. Week 4, yes, we're back on the Lions train, and then they go and they shit the bed.
Y'all going to the Super Bowl.
Get out of here. This is no different, even though the Saints are missing half their team. They need to turn it around if they want to compete.
I'm trying to find right now if Michael Thomas comes back. I can't
They
remember.
do. No, he was ruled out.
Yeah, he's ruled out. Okay.
And here's the thing, the Saints have been here before. They've been where they've had good starts, where they've had bad starts. This is a very veteran team. They're missing a lot of pieces, but they need to right this ship in order to make the playoffs. This is probably Drew Brees' last shot at a championship.
We honestly never know. I thought last year was the last shot.
We don't, but
Same as Philip Rivers, honestly. I thought he was gone.
I think this is his last shot at a true championship, and I think he's going to turn this team around.
Mm-hmm.
I think Saints by 2+ touchdowns. If I'm not playing fantasy football this year, but if I am, take whatever weapons the Saints have, because I feel like they're putting up a lot of points.
Forgot to ask you, Cowboys Browns. Who do you take?
I got the Cowboys in that one. I just think they're the more talented team. The Browns do have talent on offense, but
That defense is horrendous.
yes.
I don't know about that much.
Not as much as the Jets, but yeah.
And being a fellow Lions fan, I honestly think the Lions are going to keep this one close. It's going to be like, if you guys remember the Lions-Chiefs game from last year, where the Lions
That actually kept close. I don't remember that game.
Yeah, that game, the Lions had a chance to win that game, and the Lions will just find a new way to lose.
Yep.
Nice. Perfect. Seahawks Dolphins. I feel like this is gonna be a blowout.
Yep.
I think this is just gonna be a murder. We're both taking Seahawks. Matt, who are you taking? Seahawks, Dolphins?
Seahawks,
yeah.
Here's
MVP Russell Wilson.
I think we're gonna have our first Tua sighting. Second half.
No, because
I
Fitzpatrick
think-
is on fire right now.
No, see, here's the thing. I think he's gonna have a poor game,
All right.
and that Seahawks defense isn't as great as it looks.
That's what I'm thinking. I think
And-
Fitz is gonna score 2 touchdowns. He's
No,
gonna score
he's-
2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Look at least decent. That's what he does. It's that 3-game stretch you're going for Fitz right now, where he is dominant.
But this is game 4.
Yeah,
This is game 4.
No. He looked bad game 1.
Okay.
So 2,
Yeah.
3, and now week 4. He'll
Okay.
have the 3rd final game. Next week we'll see Tua.
I still think Tua comes in this week, second half. I think they're getting blown out big. You put Tua in. That Seahawks defense isn't great, especially up front. It'll afford Tua a bit of time to kind of read defenses, make plays, whatever. He's not going to go off or anything like that, but I think you could see a slight Tua sighting.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It's just the Seahawks defense I don't think is that great. And we called it. Russell Wilson will be MVP. Or will be one of the MVP guys. Even though I said like it will be Pat Mahomes specifically, we still put him at God tier for quarterbacks. He was one of 2.
And he's showing it.
Fitz we put in just retire, which I mean, I think we're gonna get to that point where it will be just retire.
This year.
But like this is what Fitz does. He goes on a 3-week shred. He did it with the Jets. He did it with the Bills.
Does it every year.
Does it every year. Then he starts to suck again. Which I mean, I like the guy. I like him. You can't hate him. But,
he's a very lovable guy.
He's a very lovable guy. Who are you taking? Seahawks. You took Seahawks,
Yeah,
right?
I
You
took
took
Seahawks,
Seahawks.
yeah,
Anything
yeah.
else you want to say?
Not really. I mean, the Seahawks are just the better team.
Yeah.
All right. This one I thought was hard to pick, but we both picked same Bucks Chargers. I think this is a hard one to say because I think Herbert is still good. I think the Chargers had a very just bad loss last week to the Panthers. We both got that wrong.
Well,
I can't
here's
remember.
no. Yes, we
Yeah,
did.
both got that wrong.
Here's the thing. The Bucks are a lot better than the Chargers. That defense still isn't getting enough credit. They're not a top 5 defense, of course, but Tampa Bay defensively has looked good.
They've always looked good. No one ever talks about defense.
And this year they took a step forward. Tom Brady is finally starting to get comfortable in that Tampa Bay offense, and I think you're only going to continue to see him succeed. Do they have Godwin back this week?
No, he's out.
He's out again?
He's
Okay.
been called out. I'm going to check again, but I'm pretty sure he's been called out.
Tom Brady looked good without him.
Oh my God, they're 78% favorites right now.
Yeah,
according to matchup predictor.
I just think
Fournette is out as well. Fournette is out.
Okay, he hasn't made much of a difference with them. I do think that now that he's comfortable, this team is kind of like, all right, we've got the pieces. Like, this is a good year for us. I think they're going to compete. I think this game is a business trip for them. They come in, they do business, nothing crazy, 31-14 type game, and that's it for them.
I've been down the Bucks all the time, so I bet you I'm going to pick the Bucks now, and they're going to lose.
Yeah,
that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Anything? I'm trying to think. I had something else to say. Fournette has been a bit of a factor. He got me a lot of fantasy points 2 weeks ago. So Fournette.
Okay.
So hey, I'll take it from him. Next one I think is the easiest matchup. I think we all could actually. So a bit to talk about. Ravens, Washington. We both took the Ravens. Washington is not going to have Chase Young probably. I think he's already been ruled out.
Chase Young's out.
But
big loss for them
Ravens
right there.
Looked terrible Monday night. They looked terrible. You can't tell me. I have a buddy who's a huge Ravens fan. You can't tell me Lamar Jackson looked good.
That's the kryptonite right there.
Yeah.
The Chiefs. He has one loss to every other team, and then 3 to the Chiefs.
They're 14-point favorites.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, if you're betting money, you're not going to win anything for the Ravens. The last 5 they're 3-2 in their last 5. So it's while the football team is 1-4.
See, here's the thing. I think the Ravens last year, after they lost to the Chiefs, and they played them in the regular season, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
The next week they looked really good.
Yeah.
And I think you're going to see the same thing again. Dwayne Haskins, I said in the quarterback rankings, just retire. I don't think he has it.
You said
just retire. I was very low on Dwayne Haskins, right. And I still am.
I think he's improved better with Ron. At least he's improved a bit better.
He's gotten better, but he's still not an solid NFL quarterback. I think Washington's really going to struggle against this Ravens defense. Lamar's going to have an easy day. He's not going to have to do a whole ton. That defense is going to take care of most of it.
Yeah.
This is game set match right here.
Yeah. Who are you? We didn't ask you again. Bucks, Chargers, and Ravens. Washington.
I think the Chargers keep that game competitive, but Bucks ultimately get out with W, and I think the Ravens rebound, and that game's not close.
Right. Who'd you take for the first game? The Jags, Bengals again?
Bengals.
Okay, never mind. I was going to say you're. Well, it would be funny if you got all of them correct.
Yeah, he goes in and goes 6.
Comes out of nowhere. Comes out of nowhere. Gets 100%. I'm gonna keep track of it. I'm gonna listen back to this. Keep track of it. Next game, Cardinals, Panthers. Now Murray didn't look good against the Lions. Panthers looked good for the first time this season. I'm still going Cardinals though because I think they're just gonna be the better team here. It was just Lions winning a Week 3 game.
Yeah, Cardinals came across that Matt Patricia Week 3 curse.
Yep.
Panthers have looked better than we expected them to be, at least for me. I think they'll make this competitive, but they don't. The Lions at least have some speed, especially in that linebacking core to kind of contain Kyler Murray, and that's a bit of what they did.
Yep.
The Panthers don't have that. I think they keep it somewhat close, but again, I was very high on Kyler Murray. And I think one of the big things is I think he's a very mentally tough guy and very mentally tough quarterback. And I think he shows that with his resilience here in Week 4 to bounce back from that loss from the Lions and really put up a good stat line and play a near perfect game against the Panthers here.
Yeah. I mean, I really have nothing else to say. Who are you taking?
This one's tough. You guys are putting me on the spot here.
We're putting you on the spot for every pick.
McCaffrey's still out, right?
Yep.
McCaffrey's still out.
I'm gonna go with Carolina still.
Upset?
Yeah, just a little upset here. Got family lives in Carolina. Just going with my gut here.
All right.
Go
He's gonna
Panthers.
go. He's gonna go perfect now. I
Yeah.
bet you he's gonna
Yep.
go perfect. All right. Next one is I think the biggest game of the week, just for jokes. Vikings Texans both 0-3. Now, the Texans are only 0-3 because they had the hardest start to an NFL season. They had the three best teams. They had to play three of the four best teams in the AFC the first 3 weeks, and that's Chiefs, Ravens, and Steelers.
Mhm.
And they're 0-3.
Yeah.
Like, they're not a bad team. It's just they had such a hard schedule. They weren't ready for it because they're still not used to life without DeAndre Hopkins. They never had a preseason to get ready without him.
Yep.
It's just week 4 you're going to start to see teams be better and be more precise because now we're at the point where they had enough practice in from what a regular preseason was, and now week 4 it's going to get better. Week 5 is when you're going to see true football teams.
See,
take
I don't
shape.
I don't know that I agree with that because there's been so many injuries on so many teams that you're just getting the attrition rate for all these teams is absurd. You're getting so many guys in and out from COVID injuries, whatever the case may
Well,
be.
saying, like during the preseason when they had other injuries as well.
But like these are guys that they're signing from practice squad, that they're signing off the
I
street,
mean, yeah,
whatever.
Jets have 3 receivers right now.
Yeah. I
Well, so
The
I'm taking
Vikings-
the Texans and
the-
he's taking the Vikings.
the Vikings have had a tough schedule as well. They started the Packers. They had Tennessee.
Bears.
Week
No, they had
two.
Bears. Who they have week 2?
Who they have?
I have it right. One second. I have it right here. They played
Colts.
Colts, yeah.
So another good team.
not as good as the Texans' schedule. And
No,
Texans-
I'm not saying
Yeah.
that, but they did have a tougher schedule. These are two teams that, if you look on paper, they're much better than their record.
Yeah, definitely.
Um,
But they don't play on paper.
exactly.
Yeah.
This game is not played on paper. This game is played, between the lines.
Oh, cliche crap.
Yeah, you know it all.
I still
I
like the
think
Texans,
the
yeah.
Vikings have more to lose.
The way
I
Kirk
really
Cousins is playing
do.
is not that great.
He hasn't been great. I think they're the better team.
Mhm.
I think they have more to lose. I'm gonna be honest. What was my hot take? Zimmer is gonna be the first coach fired.
I mean, I can see that now. I can see that. I think Bill O'Brien will, but
I think internally, he's got some fire underneath him, and
He's
I
got some
think
fire with his girlfriend, but yeah.
he's-
You saw that photo too, right? Please tell me I'm not the one who saw that photo. His girlfriend?
No.
Oh my. We'll talk about it later.
I'm gonna have to look this
Well,
up.
you-
But
we'll talk about it
I
later.
think Zimmer's got to really make a big impact here, and I think this is gonna be his like calling his come into his own game for this season. Vikings I think are just a slightly better team. I don't think they have a choice to really to lose this game, because they lose this game, the season's over.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think
Um,
the season's over with 0-3 start. It's
it's-
like
I-
very, very rare for an
Very
0-3
low
team.
percentage for an 0-3 team
All right,
to
on the
make
spot,
the
you
playoffs.
take it.
I'm gonna go with Houston. I mean, both
Yeah.
teams have struggled out the gate. I just like Deshaun Watson over Kirk Cousins. And yeah, go Houston.
All right. Next game, Rams Giants. Giants are going 0-16. I think more. Jets or Giants. One of them's going 0-16. I really hope it's not the Jets, but
This year, I'd have to look at the full schedule, but I think there's a possibility, theoretically, for like 3 teams to go 0-16.
who's the other 0-16? Because it's Jets, Giants, who else? Broncos won a game. Bengals are one tie. Which also, if you notice on my
Okay.
records, we took off. We couldn't.
Yeah.
I have no.
Sorry, so we'll
we
go
could
win
put-
this. Well, no, because I don't think the Bengals go winless. Am I missing one?
I mean,
Falcons.
Yeah.
Falcons is the other
I don't
team.
think Falcons.
Falcons are gonna.
No.
Falcons have.
Falcons are
But
gonna win.
I think potentially that there could be some giant mess of the Falcons. Because you look, when the Lions went 0-16,
Mhm.
they were a talented team like this. Not quite as talented,
Yep.
but they were like the Falcons, where the record didn't reflect the type of team they
Yeah.
were. I'm not saying they will, and they definitely won't. But I think they're like, hot take, the Falcons could be one of those teams that like the locker room gets so lost and everyone checks out that like they somehow could go 0-16. But yeah, I think New York.
But if they get the first pick, let's say if they get the first pick, will they take Trevor Lawrence? Because do you think they
They
will
trade
be done?
back. They
They
the
trade Matt
Falcons
Ryan
would-
to a team that needs.
no. They trade back
Okay.
and bolster that defense, because that
I want
defense
the
is.
Jets to do that, but Well, that's another
God
podcast.
awful.
We both took the Rams. Who are you taking, Matt?
Rams.
Wait,
Okay.
we didn't even really talk about this. Yeah, no, the Rams have looked good.
Yeah.
Last
we
week,
didn't talk. Wait a minute. You're
the,
right.
the Rams. I picked the Rams to beat the Bills. The Rams are a very good football team. They showed that they're legit despite losing some big names in free agency.
Yep.
They're not playing around. There's
Well,
something about them. They have that dog in
look,
them.
The first half last week, they did not look good. But then they came back. So I mean,
they brought it
they're-
within one possession.
They're a better team than people think, and
Yep.
I've been talking down.
You've
them
been
a bit.
high. No, you've been high on them. I
Have
thought.
Have I?
Yeah, you thought that they would, because I didn't have them going to the playoffs, and you were
thought they
very
a
much
weak,
on.
I thought I said they're a weaker team than they seem. Because that's why I've been thinking. That's all, maybe you're right.
I thought you gave them a lot of praise.
I mean,
same with Jared Goff, because I was very down on this team.
I'm okay on Jared Goff. I'm okay on McVay, not much. But I think it was last week I was saying like they don't look like a team that are that good. They look like a joke of a two. I mean, yeah, they lost still, but they came back at least in a good way.
Yeah.
If I have to say it doubtfully now, just so I can remember, I think they're a fake. They're a fraud team.
You think the second half of the season they start
will
to
be,
slide?
They will be because they're
Okay.
they're in the heart. If you're putting the NFC West in a ranking order, number 1 is the Seahawks. Number 2 is the Cardinals. Number 3 is the Rams. Only because number 4 is the 49ers because of how injury ridden they are.
Yeah.
That they won't survive. Nick Mullins is good because he's shown it before Garoppolo got there. He's shown he's not that bad at all.
He's serviceable.
But everyone else is hurt. It's the third guy, the fourth guy, the practice squad guy, the free agent.
They've got some guys coming back this week. The Niners do.
Yeah.
That is a team. That is a division that you take any of these teams and put them in another conference outside of the AFC West and the AFC North, and they very well could win a division. Any of these teams.
Yeah.
Like, that's just how loaded this division is. And so once they start to get in their division schedule, I think that's where you start to kind of see the Rams fall off. But right now they're looking good. I'm drinking that Rams Kool-Aid.
Yep. Matt, who you taking? We both took Rams.
I already took the Rams.
Okay, Rams. All right. Next one. This one got moved back. This was a 1 p.m. game, but got moved back due to some timing stuff. It's Colts Bears. I'm taking the Bears just because of pure big dick Nick. It's the second coming, third coming. Who cares? Yeah, that's the only reason I'm picking the Bears.
BDN.
Because I could see this happening where the Bears go on a tear right now. They're 3-0. They're 3-0. They're 3-0.
Okay, but look at the teams they've beaten. I
know, but yes, they could be a fraud team. They could be seen as a fraud team right now. But I'm just saying, you brought Big Dick Nick back. That never ends well for the opponent.
It never ends well for the other quarterback either.
Exactly.
Mitch Trubisky, pack your bags, you're leaving.
He's going to be a career backup.
Colts. I've been high on them since the start. You know that.
Yeah, I know.
And I will be. I think they're a very complete football team. They're starting to show it. They've had some injuries. They're starting to show it now, again, as seems to be every year now for the Colts. And your Jets are experiencing this. Every receiver seems to be injured.
Yep.
But the Colts run game is top 3 in the NFL so far.
Really? Is it really?
It's been that Jonathan Taylor. I kind of criticized that pick, and I thought they should have done more on pass rush. I thought they should have addressed the secondary.
I thought the pick was good, but
see, because I said Nyheim Hines and Marlon Mack.
I was never a fan of Marlon Mack.
Mack is injured now.
Yeah.
Jonathan Taylor bringing up the rear. He's looked good, these last 2 games. I think he continues here. This is going to be a weird game. I think this is one of those games that, like, both teams are going to do things they don't normally do. It's going to look weird and sloppy. I just think in terms of coaching, the Colts have better coaching staff. I think this is going to be one of those ones that's going to have that weird, obscure stat that no one's ever heard of that somehow is going to get broken for a new record.
The scoreline's going to be 6-1. 6-1 scoreline. That's the lowest scoreline possible with a touchdown.
You can have 1 point, lowest.
Yes, you can.
Returning. Here we go. Returning the extra point. Here we go.
It's a safety on the extra point. It's a safety.
No, you're right. It's safety and extra point.
Which is I want to see happen sometime.
6-1. You heard it here first. Take your bets to Vegas. 6-1.
What do you think the odd bet is? A scoreline finishes 6-1. Like,
drop 50 cents, you're winning like $300,000.
No. It's gotta be more. You gotta be millionaire from that bet.
Yeah, that's some weird thing. Weird game. I'm still very high on the Colts.
I think both teams are frauds because Bears 3-0, they play no one. Who have Colts played? They lost to the Jags, they beat the Jets, and they beat the Vikings, who are 0-3. Like, you say Vikings are a bit better, which I mean I could see that, yeah, but still they haven't beaten anyone.
Remember, you
They
did
look
have the
good.
Vikings winning the NFC North.
That's true. But now look at them now. They're garbage.
What did I say?
You were right. I was wrong.
No,
You
I
were-
just
see, I'm
again,
admitting he was right. I was wrong.
Very rare you'll hear that, but no. I don't know. Again, weird game.
Okay. Who'd you take, Matt?
I'm gonna go Colts in this one. I watched the Bears play a full football game week 1. They didn't seem that good. The Lions blew that game.
Yeah.
The Colts are strong up front, strong on defense. I go Colts.
All right. Bills, Raiders. Raiders are good, but I think Bills are just better. Like, because Josh Allen is on MVP, right? Even when we put him at solid starter, I still think he is a solid starter, not like as good as everyone's saying he is. This team is still good in general.
Yeah.
They guess the defense blew that whole lead, and they weren't looking at the second half. But I still think they're going to be a good team. They still won that game. I think they will be too much for the Raiders. Raiders hope team. Like the Raiders go out there hoping they will win. That's what they do. They don't really have a good game plan set up. They just hope that their weird style of play would get the team off guard.
Well,
it works sometimes, but
the Bills are probably one of the healthiest teams in the NFL right
just
now.
weird.
They're
Very
coming. They're they got some guys coming back off the IR from week 1. I'm making my crazy upset.
By the way, it's
upset Raiders
this
thing
is
here.
the hardest pick, I believe, between the matchup predictor is a 50.2% to 49.4%. Buffalo is a favorite with a 0.4% tie.
Mm-hmm.
This is the closest I've seen of all the games I've looked at.
Okay. Raiders again. They have shown some good things on offense that. I don't want to say the Bills can't stop
missing,
it.
Ruggs is doubtful and Trent Brown is doubtful. Their old tackle is doubtful.
Okay, so that's a loss there. But I still think Josh Jacobs is making him his case for being offensive player of the year. I think a low scoring game. I think this is something where neither team is going to throw for more than 20 attempts. Kind of a deal. This is gonna be like a rough and tough style football game. I really think that this is like your old 90s, smash the football inside type game for both teams. There's gonna be a lot of turnovers. I don't know why. I have this feeling that both teams are gonna 3, 4, 5 turnovers. For each of them.
Watch there be no turnovers.
Yeah, watch it. Clean game, both sides, both teams put up 40
to 45,
plus. Yeah.
45 double OT.
No, but ever since week 2, I thought the Raiders lost last week against the Patriots. They still looked good, I thought. I don't know. I think they're going to have a slight upset before you see like kind of a downturn for them. You're gonna see them lose like 3 straight in the next few weeks. I don't know why.
I'll be happy.
It's just kind of my gut feeling here, but yeah, I like the Raiders in this one.
All right, who you taking, Matt?
I'm gonna go Raiders in this one. Never really been a huge Josh Allen fan.
Still not.
Like Josh Jacobs a lot. Neither one of these teams are super flashy. I'm gonna go Raiders.
All right.
Now let me just say something real quick. All 3 of the Bills games have been close. The Jets won closer on paper than it was in the game, but
somehow
beat the Dolphins by 3, beat the Rams by 3. That's concerning if you're going up against.
True. But it is. They did play the Dolphins when Fitzpatrick was on his tear, so no one can stop Fitzpatrick when he's on his tear.
Apparently they did, but
right.
barely.
49ers, Eagles. 49ers. I took Eagles. 49ers are still too hurt for me to like them, even though yes they just beat the Giants and the Jets, but that's the Giants and the Jets. 49ers, I think it will be a good game because I think this is a game where Carson Wentz will be like, I need to get something in gear. My job's on the line right now. And then he's going to go off for 350 yards, 2 passing touchdowns or whatever.
We are complete opposites because here I'm thinking that Carson Wentz gets pulled halfway through the second quarter. Jalen Hurts comes in. Doug Peterson's gone on Monday, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Very, very like crazy thoughts here.
God,
You know, I
full
had
injury
this,
report. Do I even click on this?
I had this feeling that both two of the most injured teams in the NFL.
I know.
The Niners have some guys coming back. They have
I'm checking right now for you.
2 receivers coming back.
Well,
I think the big ones.
Let's see. Emmanuel Mosley out. Dre Greenlaw out. Kello Witherspoon out. Kwan Williams questionable. Raheem Mostert out. Jimmy Garoppolo out. That's so far what it is. There's no one else. I think everyone else.
So who is the receiver that was out is coming back?
Yep. I'm checking their depth chart right now. It's 1 second. Ayuk was playing still.
Yep.
Debo Samuel comes back.
Yes, Debo Samuel comes out. That's a big addition for their offense right there.
Eagles do miss Alshon Jeffrey and Deshaun Jackson, while Arcega-Whiteside is also doubtful. I'm just believing.
I really wasn't high on the Eagles from the start.
No one ever is high on the Eagles, to be honest.
You thought they would win the division, so yeah, I know you're gonna drink your own Kool-Aid.
They can still win the division.
They're not winning the division. That the worst division in football, as we said.
Oh, but no, they could still win the division. Honestly, the way this division's playing out, the Giants could still win the division.
First team to 5 wins this division.
Literally, that's how it is.
No, the Eagles. I think you're gonna see Doug Peterson gone. I said Dan Quinn.
He's on a hot seat, definitely.
Dan Quinn is the first coach gone. He's gonna be gone.
You said Zimmer.
Oh, Zimmer. Yes. Well, first I said Quinn.
Yeah,
and then I changed it to Zimmer. Here we go. 8:15, Mike Zimmer's gone, and then you're gonna see at 8:30, Dan Quinn's gone, and then on Monday morning at like 6:30. In the morning, you're going to see Doug Peterson gone. You heard it here first,
Take your
folks.
picks. I want to talk about the Falcons real quick. Take your picks and we can move on to the Falcons. I want
to take here. Both teams struggle. Both teams injuries.
Call for a tie.
Jalen Hurts comes in the second half, wins the game.
All right. So okay, you take the Eagles.
Yes.
All right. Well, Packers Falcons now. I want to stick on the Falcons because Banks is not, whatever his name is not going to fire Dan Quinn because he likes Dan Quinn too much. If he was going to be fired, he was going to be fired last year. They're not going to fire him mid-season. They're going to fire him at the end of the season. It's the same thing with Adam Gase. He's not getting fired till the end of the season. It makes sense because for the Jets standpoint, because they don't want to ruin Darnold even more. Where if you take his coach away from him, it makes a huge mess.
Yeah, but he's already ruining him as it is.
Yeah, exactly. But it's going to make it even worse. And also, Sam Darnold Thursday night did not look bad at all. He really didn't look bad.
He looked terrible. No.
I hate you. But Dan Quinn is loved by the owner. I keep forgetting his name.
Arthur Blank.
Arthur Blank.
Is it Blank? Okay,
yes,
I keep thinking it's Bank.
No.
He owns Home Depot.
Yeah.
So he loves him, and he does. But they're not going to fire him mid-season, even though it's perfect for them to fire him mid-season because they have a veteran guy. They already have a veteran system. You fire him mid-season, the worst that's going to happen is you're going to get a low pick, which we believe is they should trade back.
Yep.
Work on the O-line, work on maybe some defensive keys. Like that's what they should do. But and they should fire him, but they're not going to because Blank loves him too much.
Yeah, I don't know because if you have to pick between your coach and your entire team,
he's been picking the coach for 5 years.
But see, here's the thing: he's realizing it's not working, so eventually he has to change something. Now, who do they get as a replacement? That's a different story.
I mean, do they bring a guy from college up at like Lincoln Riley, or do they go for Bieniemy?
No, Riley's not leaving.
Maybe. Who knows?
I think that could be one that you could see the Chiefs' offensive coordinator come because he would have a lot of fun with that offense. But the problem is eventually you got to ask yourself there's one constant here, why can't he get it done? I don't know why that I think that he's going to be fired so early on, but something's telling me ride this out. I maybe my inner self likes to make me look like an idiot. I don't know. Green Bay, as I said, Green Bay is going to look really good this season. Aaron Rodgers is going to be really good, as I thought he should be in that MVP category.
Yeah. He's basically showing that he wants to keep it because Jordan Love's draft pick pissed him off.
Yeah, he wants to come in and compete as he's been doing almost his entire career.
Yep.
This is making me look good. And I think Green Bay continues their streak. Another 13-3 season incoming. I just they've got some problems. The Green Bay does. They're not the most talented team from top to bottom. But like this team has looked really good in all 3 weeks.
If you had to, so right now there's only the two best teams in the NFC are clearly the Packers and the Seahawks.
Yep.
But who would you see winning that game? Because I can't tell. I honestly can't tell. Because both defenses aren't that great.
Mm-hmm.
They're not that great. Both offenses are too insane. It's gonna be a shootout of like a 50-point. It's gonna be Rams Chiefs from 2 years ago. That's what I think the game will be.
That giant like 51-49.
Yeah. And I won my fantasy because Tyreek Hill got that 70-yard touchdown.
Here's the thing.
I remember that.
Green Bay is a bit more banged up than Seattle is, so right now I think Seattle wins that one.
Jamal Adams I believe is hurt for Seattle as well now.
I still Green Bay's got some guys out too. Right now I think Seattle would win if you put them in the playoffs. I'm taking Aaron Rodgers.
Wait, you're taking Aaron Rodgers now?
Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay if they were in the playoffs.
Okay.
Regular season I take Seahawks. In the playoffs I take.
It's
Green Bay's hot and I think they continue their streak.
It's like the same thing with the Texans and Chiefs. Texans in the regular season last year beat the Chiefs. Then in the playoffs they got crushed.
Yep.
Do you think Falcons will take a lead and then blow it again?
No.
4 weeks in a row?
No. I don't even think they come close to touching the lead.
I think they start out 7-0 and then they lose it.
It's funny because I think this is going to be the complete opposite where Green Bay goes up 14, 17 points in the first half and the Falcons actually make a run to look like a competent team towards the end, bring it within one score or something, but I think this is Green Bay pretty much has control of the entire game.
Just as you guys are talking, I've been thinking about this game a little bit here. I agree Dan Quinn gets fired this year.
Definitely. If he's not, then
I think there's too much talent, too many first-rounders on that Falcons team for them to keep losing. I think the Packers maybe overlook this game a little bit. Falcons keep it close and pull out a tight one.
What are the odds that Dan Quinn is the next Marvin Lewis?
The Mr. 8-8?
Just like average, stays with the team for as long. Because remember, Marvin Lewis was the second tied longest tenure at this time when he was fired with Bill Belichick. So I mean, I have that feeling for some reason. I don't know why. I just do.
Offensively, he doesn't know how to utilize his piece. That defense is just not a whole ton of talent on the defense.
They wasted. They got Vic Beasley. They got a bunch of other dudes.
Yeah, they just kind of.
Grady Jarrett's still there.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, he is. But they have so many pieces on offense, and they have throughout the years, and Dan Quinn just doesn't know how to utilize them. I don't know if it's Dan Quinn or the OC. I think they've gone through a few OCs in that time.
It was Schottenheimer for the Super Bowl, right? Wasn't it Schottenheimer? That Super Bowl I take out of my memory.
Yeah,
but that Super Bowl I take out of my memory.
So that's got to be Quinn, but like they can't seem to like really truly get the best out of their pieces. They did that Super Bowl year, but that was about it.
Kind of, if you put in perspective how random that team was, because now the year before and they're average, they're good, they're okay.
Yep.
Insane. The next year, Matt Ryan wins MVP. Next year, garbage, garbage. Doesn't even make playoffs.
That Falcons team always kind of reminds me of like a slightly better version of the Lions. Just a lot of talent, poor coaching, find new ways to lose games.
Yep.
All right. This one we have to put an asterisk next to. We don't know if this game's being played. Chiefs Patriots. Now we're only gonna count it if the game plays. If it doesn't play, we're gonna redo our picks when that week comes, whenever they play. Because I know Titans Steelers just moved to week 8.
Mm-hmm.
And Ravens are gonna have that bye on week 7.
Yep.
So we're only gonna we both took the Chiefs. I think it's very clear why we took the Chiefs, because if this game is to be played, Patriots don't have Cam Newton as of right now. Chiefs only lose Jordan to Amu, who's on the practice squad.
Yep.
Pat Mahomes.
That's St. Louis Battlehawks legend Jordan Tamu.
No, the XFL legend. Get it right.
St. Louis Battlehawks.
I know. But I'm saying the overall XFL.
Oh no, that was quarterback out of Houston, PJ Walker.
PJ Walker.
He was
Cam
a legend.
Phillips, wide receiver. PJ Walker.
Cam Phillips from Virginia Tech, by the way.
Big Virginia Tech guy over here.
Backup for what's it called? Carolina.
Teddy Bridgewater.
Yep. Not bad. 2022. Can't wait. We gotta make a video about that.
Yeah.
But
Chiefs.
Chiefs. Definitely.
What can we say? Everything they put in front, they've just absolutely made a meal
The
of.
Patriots have looked good, but the
Yes.
Chiefs have looked like they're Super Bowl champions.
Yes. See, here's the thing. If Cam Newton was healthy, I love Cam Newton. He's he's my favorite quarterback.
We put him too low. We realized this after.
Yeah.
We put him in Pro Bowl. He should have been an MVP.
MVP.
I think we were actually talking about that. I
Yes.
gotta rewatch.
Yes.
Don't watch our videos. I don't watch them.
I hate the sound of my voice.
So do I.
But I love Cam Newton. I love what he brings as a competitor, as quarterback, all of that. And he seems to be integrating into the Pat system very well, which is weird because people said that he's complete opposite of what Bill Belichick likes, and they both seem to have a very big mutual respect
Belichick
and love
knows
for
how to
one
win.
another.
That's why it's going
Yeah.
well. People forget Belichick knows how to win,
And he's got a winner.
He's dealt with Matt Castle, Garoppolo, and Brissett. Made them all winners.
Yep.
It's crazy.
But if this game were to be played this week, it's without Cam Newton, and they were saying that Jared Stidham was the guy. No, he wasn't. That was just to throw teams off at first.
People said Lurkey as well when they signed him.
No one said Lewerke.
I
no
did.
one said
I believe.
Yeah, well,
bring Lewerke back.
anyways, if this game gets played, I think you'll actually be surprised. I think the Pats would keep it within like
They will.
5 points.
Well,
without Cam
they'll
Newton.
do better than the Ravens because I think Ravens just don't know how to play the Chiefs.
They don't.
Yeah.
And I think Bill Belichick, that defense can kind of not shut him down, but slow Pat Mahomes down. So I think this would be a game where both teams are like within the 20s, maybe like a 24-21 game, something like that. But I would take the Chiefs.
All right, so we have 6 different picks this week. 6 different.
Yep.
So you can overtake me easily.
Yep.
But
or
I mean,
you could pull ahead.
I could pull ahead even more because I'm good at this. Thoughts? Any last thoughts, Matt? Anything?
I don't get to pick.
Oh,
last
fine.
Game.
I forgot. Pick your last game. Come on.
I agree with you guys. Chiefs. Auburn
by
just
20.
went down 10-0. I don't know what Auburn quarterback's playing for the Patriots next week, but
I forgot about it.
I'm going Chiefs.
Oh, imagine Bo Nix gets drafted by the Patriots.
Oh God.
Oh man. All right. Josh, any last words? Any boldest prediction?
Boldest prediction.
I think you already said it with the 6. Mine's a 6-1 game for the Vikings.
Yes.
Mine's a 6-1 game.
What was my prediction?
I have no idea. Or my 6-1 game for the Bears Colts, right? Was it the one we're talking about? The weird stat? Yeah, Bears Colts.
Yeah, the Bears Colts are gonna have that. Weirdest prediction or boldest prediction.
Weirdest, boldest doesn't matter. What were you, Matt? Do you have one?
Not that I can think of off the top of my head right now.
God damn it, man. We brought you on here for Oh my God. We need something.
Jeff
Just...
Okuda gets burned.
Yeah, that's not that bold. Nick Mullins leads the Eagles 49ers game in rushing yards. Under 70.
I mean, Sam Darnold did that for the Jets.
And he's going to do it on 2 rushes. He's gonna have like some 60-yard rushing touchdown somehow, and that's gonna be majority of their yards, and that's how they're gonna win. That's my bold prediction.
Last also play of the year, Sam Darnold's run against the Broncos. Come on,
you mean
come on,
Sam Lamar Jackson Darnold?
Exactly. You can't tell me that wasn't gonna play. All right, that's it from us.
Yeah, we're going to be recording a little bit more.
Cry about the Jets.
Yeah, no, not me. I'm
cry.
gonna celebrate.
I'm gonna cry.
This one's coming out tomorrow.
Sunday.
Before the game.
Coming this Sunday.
Tomorrow is Sunday.
Yeah. Okay.
Before the games, we're going to continue to get drunk and record more episodes. So
I need a beer.
yeah, I need more too. But we hope you like this different one.
It'll probably be more in a few months.
Same thing. Tell us how dumb we are in the comments. What you'd like to see. Whatever.
I mean, they don't need to tell us how dumb we are. We already
know.
Stupid we are.
Yeah. Thanks for listening, guys, and we'll see you soon.
Peace.
Peace.